Chapter 1 Stepping into the Limelight. When I was 4, I modeled and even shot commercials for a local children's clothing brand. I felt great pride when parents ordered 100 newspapers containing my ads and sent them to all my family members. From a young age, I loved standing front and center, and I looked for more opportunities to have my voice heard. Chapter 2 Learning and Teaching in a Big World. Ding! The 10th floor of the day flew open. My Australian teammate began our house call. We're interns with United Auto Workers Michigan. Would you be willing to answer a few questions? Well, I'm fixing to go shopping, but y'all come on in. I was learning about sudden hospitality and American auto industry as a UAW intern. I led a team of 16 international interns on door-to-door interviews with auto workers to understand their lives and encourage them to join UAW. And this is the last leg of our 8-week trek through Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee. Beyond the sharp cultural contrast between my native China and the Deep South, I embraced culture shock and felt enriched by it. My time in America ignited my thirst for travel. 1 year later, I took position teaching Chinese in Białystok, Poland. Teaching Chinese taught me that flexibility is key in helping all personalities to have success with their lessons. For example, I turned the only Chinese restaurant in Białystok into a Chinese language studio to help shy students gather courage to speak Chinese. Away from the pressure of the classroom and with the encouragement of a native speaker, she urged ahead in her lessons, and she even went on to study Chinese at university. Inspired by the success of my experience in Poland, I taught a Chinese painting workshop in Seoul, South Korea. One of my students so enjoyed the courses that she decided to open a studio in San Francisco. Today, she is teaching what she learned from me to her students. My experience working with students across the world helped me to solidify my life philosophy. Each person opens a door to new perceptions and opportunities. With creativity and flexibility, you can teach anyone, and most importantly, you can learn from everyone, no matter their age, ranking, or level of experiences. Today, I use this philosophy as guiding principle in all I do at GE, and it helped me to bond closely with my coworkers and clients. Chapter 3 A Home with Healthcare. Beyond the familiarity I feel with the healthcare field, from my upbringing as the daughter of a former radiologist, I found that my work in GE Healthcare Division allowed me to utilize my teaching skills. In consulting private hospitals toward better ranks and revenues, I thought of my clients as my students. I strove to network them with products and people to ensure they left with tangible takeaways from our lessons. I set up trainings with industry professionals and even arranged for them to tour GE's private hospital partners in the US. The demonstrable rise in our clients' rank and revenue showed me that my desire for teaching is a great asset, one I can capitalize on as a consultant for healthcare companies. Chapter 4 Mentoring. I had fallen in love with teaching, but I never imagined that GE China CEO Mark Hutchinson would be my student. In fact, it was my teaching experience that led me to be selected from 50 commercial leadership programs members to be reverse mentor for our CEO. Mark said he had chosen me as his mentor because of the teaching experience I shared with him during my interview. Over the courses of many lunches, Mark shared insights from his 20 years at GE. Highly successful people rarely have linear careers. More often, it's a series of lateral and forward moves. You have to continually reevaluate your areas of expertise and identify the ones where you fall short. Mark's words further solidify my desire to earn an MBA that will allow me to work on my strengths as well as my weakness. In turn, I inspired Mark to launch a program to let young employees shadow him for 1 week. The program made an outsized impact. Employees who had shadowed Mark commented that they were impressed by GE's commitment to its next generation of leaders. Chapter 5 A Johnson MBA. I'll never forget the excitement I felt when I opened the Johnson MBA acceptance letter. I knew then I would be embarking on the most crucial first step on my journey toward becoming a leader in China's healthcare industry. From my first semester in Osaka, I began honing my management and marketing skills under the instruction of Professor Randy Allen, the first female partner in Deloitte Consulting. In management case course, I further deepened my skills to think crucially from Professor Nate Pack, who have 24 years of consulting experiences. These skills contributed greatly to a successful SMI experiences. Coming from a medical device and life science background, my SMI experience with biopharmaceuticals provided me new insights on how pharmaceutical companies view the healthcare industry. After my SMI, I received valuable advice from Jacob Lehman, a former McKinsey consultant and highly esteemed career advisor in Career Management Center. Practicing cases and joining his one-on-one coaching really helped me better address my strengths and weaknesses. After several friendly meetings with BCG on campus, I landed my first consulting position at BCG in China. Being hired at BCG brought me back to my conversation with Mark Hutchinson, who told me that the most important thing to remember a person never once is alone. Beyond receiving a world-class education, I achieved my goal of working as a BCG consultant thanks to Johnson's resources and amazing network of friends I gained during my time there.